Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Odom, and I am going to go over some problems from section 2.1. We got 3 of them to work on. So you're going to need a pencil, composition book, and a calculator. And the learning target for this video is at the end. Hopefully you can say, I can write decimals as fractions and mixed numbers. I can do that. So let's get started. So the directions tell us to write the decimal as a fraction or mixed number in simplest form. All right. So when we work on problems where we have fractions as our answers, we always want to make sure they're in simplest form. All right. So let's look at the first one. And what we're going to do is to turn this into a fraction. What we're going to do is we're just going to say that. So how do we say this? This is negative 0.258. That's one way to say it. The other way to say it is kind of the proper, correct way to say it, which not many of us use. But remember the place value. This is the tenths place. This is the hundredth place. And this is the thousandths place. So another way we could say this decimal is negative 258 thousandths. And if we say it that way, then we can go ahead and write this as negative 258 thousandths. All right. And there you go. We've taken this decimal and we have written it as a fraction. Is this in simplest form? This one is not. We can divide numerator and denominator by 2. Okay, so if a number ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8, or 8, then we can divide that number by 2. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is where you can use your calculator. So in your calculator, go ahead, 258 divided by 2, you get 129. And then 1,000 divided by 2 is 500. Okay, is this in simplest form? It turns out that it is. And one of the things that we're going to do in class is we're going to talk about the divisibility rules. How do I know what a number is divisible by? Okay, so if you don't understand those rules, then fine, you can test both of these numbers and see if they're divisible by 2, by 3, by 4, by 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you will find that they're not. So this is our answer in simplest form. Okay, let's look at problem 24. For this one, 2 ways to do it. Here's the first way. Let's take the whole number part of my decimal, and I'm going to just write that down. And then for the fraction part, I'm just going to say it. That is 32 hundredths. So this decimal is negative 2 and 32 hundredths. So I write down the negative 2 and 32 hundredths. All right, can we simplify the fraction part of this mixed number? Yes, we can. We can divide the numerator and the denominator by 4. Okay, 32 divided by 4 is 8. 100 divided by 4 is 25. And there you go. You've taken this decimal and you have written it as a mixed number. So let's look at this again. There's another way we can look at this. All right, and remember this is negative 2 and 32 hundredths. So another way we can look at that is just take all 3 of these digits and write it down. 2, 3, and 2. And I'm going to put that over. I'm just going to focus on the decimal part. And we said this is 32 hundredths. This is the hundredths place. So I can put these 3 digits, 232, over over 100. Don't forget your negative sign. And now, can you simplify this? Well, if you could simplify this by dividing by 4, you can divide this numerator and denominator by 4 as well. So we divide the numerator by 4, and what do we get? We get 58 in the numerator, and then in the denominator, 100 divided by 4 is 25. All right, and so now we have written our answer as an improper fraction. So these two are the same. Sorry, I drew my arrow pointing to the wrong two numbers. I wanted to say these two are the same. All right, and you could leave your answer as an improper fraction. I'm good with that, or you can write it as a mixed number. Either way, I'm happy either way. Okay, so let's look at number 26. So for this one, the first way was to write down the whole part there, 6 and 12. This is the tenths, hundredths, thousandths place. So 6 and 12 thousandths. Okay, and we can simplify this to 6. What number goes into 12 and 1,000? Well, 4 does. So divide 12 by 4 and we get 3. 1,000 divided by 4 is 250. Okay, so that was one way we could answer this question. There's my answer. It's in simplest form. The other way would be to write these digits, 6, 0, 1, and 2. And again, we said that this is the thousands place. So write that over 1,000. Both of these numbers are divisible by 4. And what do I get? I get 1,503 over 250. Can I simplify that anymore? It turns out that you can't. So both of these answers are correct, what you see in red and what you see in black. So that's it for those 3 problems. Hopefully that was helpful. If not, ask me some questions in class. All right, and I will see you soon. You guys are awesome. I'm out.